Hey folks, welcome. Thanks for joining us. I'm Marshana Williams, Director of Strategic Initiatives and Workplace Culture with REACH. And I'm so excited because it's March and it's Women's History Month. And we just want to be able to celebrate and encourage a study and observation of women in our history in general. And we're coming to you today as REACH to educate and bring awareness to the women who've done so much in our community and connected with REACH and the broader community. So first, I want to introduce you to my amazing colleague, Pamela Benoit, who is our Chief Operation Officer at REACH. And she's just done amazing stuff. So I'm just going to jump into the questions, Pamela, and we'll just make this a conversation. Thank you so much for joining us today.
It is my pleasure.
Perfect. First question, describe your career journey.
Oh, it's been a long and interesting one. My career initially started in banking at 18 when I was attending college. And from banking, I moved on to property management, and it just happened to be an opportunity by meeting someone who was a customer at the bank and becoming a community manager for them. And from that, I moved on to financial reporting for property management. And I worked for a national syndicator. And the Tax Reform Act of 1986 motivated that national syndicator to restructure the business. So then I moved on to the insurance industry. Okay. And for a decade, I worked in insurance, but I really enjoyed property management. So I volunteered for an affordable housing developer in Arlington, Virginia. So the entire time that I was working in insurance, I was also working in affordable housing. I participated with property oversight and asset management. So I decided I wanted to really get some credentials for housing development. So I attended and completed a program with the National Development Council for housing development. And I just really enjoyed that work. So I decided to sell my insurance agency and go to work for an affordable housing developer.
Okay.
And the thing that I think was the most amazing and instrumental was having a mentor who was really invested in my professional development, because he knew he was soon getting ready to retire. So working with him, I was able to be the housing development project manager for the first tax credit project that organization completed.
Wow.
It was a wonderful learning experience from the acquisition, through that construction completion.
Wow. It's just amazing to hear how all of these experiences kind of came into one, which brought you here today, right? It's never like a direct journey. So with that being said, what does a typical day look like for you as a COO?
The COO of REACH, I provide guidance to our fiscal department, our property management department, and our asset management department. So my day is mostly filled with supporting the managers and leadership of those groups, helping them collaborate departmentally so that we can, attack the challenges that we're faced with managing our properties.
Yeah, absolutely. So what's your vision and hope for our community?
Well, being in at this point is quite disheartening with the level of homelessness that we just see observed all around the city. So I am wishing for our community that there's leadership that can help us manage and lead the solutions to a more equitable outcome for all the residents of Portland. And I know Reach has a great role that, we are playing, and we're doing some new and innovative things. We're working more closely with homelessness than we have before, with permanent supportive housing, and now the opportunity to even provide some support at a homeless campsite.
Yeah.
So very excited about those opportunities.
Yeah, definitely. And I know you're always trying new things at Reach for sure. And you've been such a catalyst for the Reach Emerging Leaders program. So tell us more, like, what did that opportunity, what does this opportunity represent for you? And why is it important?
Well, I learned at some point that collaboration is very powerful. And we have so much talent here at Reach. People just bring such rich experience from their backgrounds. But for us to be able to make the most of that, we really needed to be able to collaborate. So the Emerging Leaders Program was just my idea of bringing people together from all disciplines at Reach and helping them see the value in each other and just creating that synergy for a more powerful experience.
Thank you. So we have one more question for you. What advice would you give to a young professional?
That's a difficult one because, when you are young, you have the world and all opportunities ahead of you. The one thing that I would offer is take the opportunity to participate in any process that is going to lead to improvement for our environment, for our organizations, for the people that we work with. And you may not feel immediately appreciated or compensated for it, but what you learn from that experience will always be yours. So just know that there is value in participating in the process.
Absolutely. Well said. Thank you so much for being here with us today, Pamela, and letting us pick your brain. And thank you to you all for joining us for one of our Women's History interviews at Reach. See you later.
Thank you.